Hey folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Today's date is Tuesday, June 16th, 2015. Take a look at this chart, folks. I want to show you Twitter and why there might be an opportunity for a long play right here at these levels. And again, you have to think that obviously it's a shorter term trade, meaning a bounce back play, probably over the next 3 to 5 trading days. And again, simply put, look at the 3-bar surge down. All right, so we got a nice gap up on the charts on Friday on the back of the CEO resigning. That did not last. The stock sold down, closed flat, and then saw subsequent selling 2 days continually into today, right? So today's the third day down. So that's the number one signal. Anytime you get a 3-bar surge one way or the other, oftentimes, especially if you're at 52-week lows, there is a bounce coming. Now, short-lived perhaps, but still a bounce. Secondarily, what I want to show you here, if I zoom out, is this pivot high right here. Now, it might look inconsequential to many of you, but when you're charting and you're a chartist, you must look for these signals when it's combined with things like a 3-bar surge. So when you're looking at supports on the chart, you have this level here, you have this, and you have the double bottom, and you have this little pivot. I mean, that's all there is here. All right, between the all-time lows, you basically have 4 levels at this point. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because otherwise the chart is below every level since then. So what you want to do is you want to take a trend line and put it right there, and then there's even a little bit of a minor pivot right here. All right. And again, when you're combining a 3-bar surge to the downside, that's the level you're starting to focus in on. All right. And again, you can see if I zoom in on it, 3-bar surge, and we're actually trying to rally back above, which could be a very bullish signal. If by the end of the day we get back to about the 34 level or just shy of the 34, we'll be above that pivot, which would be a substantial holding pattern for Twitter as a stock. Now, a couple other things that are catching my eye. Number one, it's options expiration week. All right, why is that important? Well, every options expiration week, there's always a rumor on Twitter. All right, especially when it's at these lows. It's either a buyout or maybe it could be the new CEO. Who's it going to be? It could be any sort of rumor out there. Now, 99% of these rumors are false, but it still drives the stock price up in the short term. All right, especially after this type of drop. You can see Twitter was trading well above $50 just literally a couple months ago, going back to April. It is now trading just north of $30, around the $33.75 level. So, I mean, that's a huge, huge drop. I believe, based on valuation, it's valued at less than Snapchat now. That's pretty surprising as well, in my opinion. And I do think there is some value here, especially as a buyout target. If you think about it in terms of a buyout, I mean, so easy for one of these big boys like Google to come in, especially now that Google's doing a lot of the search results with Twitter feeds in them. All of these type of things, very, very conducive to a potential deal. All right, lastly, let's just take a look at the intraday to show you some interesting factors that lead me to believe we're potentially at a short-term low. Notice early in the day we had the sell-off here on the open, and here's, again, this is today, this is yesterday on the 10-minute chart, and this is the day before. So notice the sell-off here. We had a nice red candle ending it, and then a reversal candle. See that reversal candle there? So that's what we call a reversal candle. Then notice all these inside bars equaling a time count. You got a little bit of a pop right back to that high. Now you're doing another inside bar pattern. If this inside bar pattern holds and you move up and make a new high and take out this trend line right here, that's going to be a signal to me that you do have a bottom in place. So keep your eyes on that, folks. I think that's a very important thing to watch here in the short term. And again, watch this very, very closely. The trend line I'm noting here, 33.87. A close above 33.87 on the intraday 10-minute would be very bullish. And again, the signals are starting to show that the bottom's in place. Notice the reversal candle is a technical bullish signal. The inside bar pattern, the pop, and now another inside bar pattern. You just have to fight through this trend line right here by the end of the day. Okay, so that's just another factor there, guys. All these factors combine to give you a high percentage potential trade to the long side. Again, I don't know if it will be a long-term trade, but I am looking at a shorter-term swing trade of anywhere between 1 week out to maybe even 2 weeks out for positivity. Look for the move to start this week on options expiration. There's got to be some rumor that's going to emerge that'll pop the stock 50 cents to $1 intraday. Whether or not it holds or if the rumor is dispelled, who knows. But again, you're going to have this as a continual factor with Twitter because there's so much speculation over if someone's going to buy it or who the new CEO is going to be, especially at these levels. All the institutions will be starting little rumors like this constantly. All right, guys, bottom line is come join us at InTheMoneyStocks.com. This is where it's at. You want to see our track record? Let me show you that real quick. I think this is just some sick stuff. Here's the website. Here's our website, folks, again, InTheMoneyStocks.com. And you're going to get your swing trade alerts right here, Research Center. investor trade alerts under that. Click on that. All right, and you can just zoom over here. You can just scroll down, 7-day free trial right there. Then everything you get in the research center. This is where the trade alerts live are posted, where we buy and sell. And then ultimately, I want to show you this track record down here. And look at that track record, 505% return in 2015. Spectacular return in 2015, folks. And again, I always say, I love to say this, even if you only had 10% of your account in each trade. So if you had $10,000, put $1,000 in each trade, or if you had $100,000, put $10,000 in each trade, whatever it may be, you know what your return would be this year so far? Over 50%. And that's being super conservative, super conservative. All right, there's no hedge funds. Go check hedge fund average return for this year. Even the best hedge funds out there, there's no one doing 50% into 6 months into the year, not even 6 months into the year. No one. All right, guys. Take care. Come join us at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Don't forget, there's a 7-day free trial right here. Go to the Research Center. Here's your 7-day free trial. Take care.